2025, right? Will you grow? Will it be the same year as 2024? Will you be complacent? Will you be just scrolling? Will you take the steps necessary to grow into who God made you to be? Will you take those steps? Will you put the work forward? Will you start reading the Bible more? Will you be praying? Like, what were your New Year's resolutions? Like, write it down. What were they? And how are you going to expand on those? Will you take the steps necessary to grow? And I'm not going to share the steps. I'm not going to be like breaking down with scripture passages like I normally do with how to go all in for God and all that. But you may have the idea, or you can watch videos later or something like that. But for today, I just want to ask the question, will you take those steps this year? Even better question, do you want to take the steps? Do you want to grow this year? Do you want to? Or do you want to just have it be a year of entertainment? Do you want to be entertained? Do you want to take those steps? Like, some of us are even growing into this new stage of life where we're becoming young adults. We're in our late teens. We're moving forward, right? How are you going to take the steps to prepare for the next season? To prepare for the season where you leave. It's like, I'm not leaving my house right now currently, but I will be in this next season. I will be in about a year. So how are we going to take those steps in order to prepare for the season where we leave, right? How are you going to take the steps necessary to grow into who God made you to be? Will you be putting into the work? Will you be putting in the work to get into a place for the next season? Like, maybe this means for you getting the finances ready. Maybe this means for you building the physique, getting ready for if God has you traveling or something, right? And maybe just getting into a place where you're healthy again, ready for your mind, readying your minds and your body for what God has you to do. And that's very important. It's very important. Will 2025 be the year that you step into your calling? Or will it be just another year of collecting knowledge that's useless? Useless knowledge via social media, from watching movies, from, like, honestly, the knowledge we get from social media, yes, it's a ton. Maybe you grab one maybe you grab one interesting fact of the day. But was spending 8 hours to get that one fact, was that useful time? No, it wasn't. So, and like a little bit of reflection of 2024, I spent way too much time watching videos on the election, watching like political videos, maybe spending too much time in like just what's happening in the world, because a lot happened in the world 2024, and a lot more is going to happen in 2025. But throwing all that away, we need to move away from that and focus more on Christ, focus more on the calling, focus more on bringing more people to Christ. If you're going to spend time watching the videos or spending time like learning about history and how even the politics or the economy is going at the moment, it's okay to do that and check up on it, but we need to be more focused on Christ, more focused on how we're going to share the gospel. So there shouldn't be more time spent on X, more time spent on YouTube than we are in the Word. And that's kind of my point in that one. I spent way too much time on that. I'm just throwing that out there. And here's a bonus. Most of us, I mean, we're done with our election in here in the U.S. So there's not much of the just constant, and here's debates, here's what's happening. Every single week there was something going on. That's what it felt like. But that's over. For us in the U.S., we can pause and just try to get back to your life just for a second. And you got 4 years, right? 4 years, and just let this be like, here you have 4 years to build the business, to go spend time in the gym, to go read the Bible, to go make disciples of all nations, before you should even be thinking about rewatching debates and stuff. Because in 4 years, I'll be coming back, okay? So, but yeah, new year, it's time to spend less time. Like, I deleted my X account, I deleted Instagram, all I have is YouTube right now, and I'm just trying to upload stuff on there. And that's what's going on for me right now. It's like I'm just trying to remove all that and focus more on just growing in wisdom and not useless knowledge. Because what we do on social media and what I've done is where we think we're gaining like knowledge or little pieces, and maybe we bring it to the dinner table and be like, oh, this country had this empire from this year to this year and it was led by ... But, and that's good and all, but like you spent 6 hours scrolling and only got one fact in our mind. Like we can only remember one thing. Even now, like you're watching this video, but what were you watching before this? Do you remember the content from the videos you watched before this? Do you remember what you just watched? Do you take notes? And that's something I'm going into 2025 doing, is taking notes on the videos that I watch and doing stuff like that. And I did it on some things like webinars, but like if you actually want to take knowledge and information from a video, then start to take notes on it. Like we do it in church, do it everywhere. How was 2024 for you? Like it was a huge year of growth for me. I went through many different seasons, but I feel like it was a little bit, I was a little bit like, I really didn't focus on the essentials a lot of the year. I was focusing more on maybe a theology point, maybe some other church, maybe some church history, but I should have been focusing more in the Word. So that is 2025 for me. I'm focusing on just growing in a relationship with Christ. And I did 2024, but even more in 2025. So whether or not you had a great year in 2024 and you just want to build on that, or if you want to start and you want to go all in for God, this is the year to do it. This is the year. It's honestly whatever day. Like treat today like New Year's. If you really didn't do anything, you didn't make any goals, you didn't do any of that, just start today. If you want to make a change in your life, start today. And that's what I've kind of been saying for forever now, ever since the intentions video, is that today is the best day to start, right? Today is the best day to give your life to Jesus. Some people say, oh, I'm going to start do Bible in a year, right? On January 1st, I'm going to read the whole Bible. But it's like, pause, because there's like, before, I got a couple comments like that, but in November, but there was 2 months. 2 months. They were waiting 2 months to start reading the Bible. And it's like, just start the Bible in a year right then in November. Like, if you really want to go all in, start now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Waiting is the worst thing you could possibly do. If you've been told by God to like start doing something, waiting's the wrong thing to do. There is a time of waiting. There's a time of patience, but it's time to do what God has for you. I didn't do any scripture in this video, but I hope that's okay. It's short. If you want to, I would encourage you to read 2 Peter 3. That was the chapter I have on here, 17 through 18. Those were the verses, but read the entire chapter. 2 Peter 2. Read that today. It's a great chapter, and you might as well read the entire book. 1st and 2nd Peter are my favorite books of the Bible, at least in the New Testament. But I would encourage you to just focus on Christ this year. Get deeper in a relationship with God. And I know we focus so much on like what's the best denomination, what's the best way to do a church, but we really need to be focusing on like growth, change, Christ, and our relationships with others. That's what we need to be focusing on. And how are we going to go into the next season? Like for me, I already have some stuff planned. Like, and this year is just almost stuff to prepare for even next year. Like, I feel like 2025 is just kind of like a preparing season, because I'm probably going to be moving in 2026. Like 2026 is going to be a big year for me. I got some travel, hopefully some maybe go do some like street preaching or something like that. But 2026, there's a lot in picture for that year. I don't have full plans yet, but 2025, I'm like preparing driver's license, finishing up school, preparing, like building up the studio for the podcast. I was planning on doing that already, but that hasn't happened. I might be getting new equipment, but I'm going to try to move the channel stuff around. You're going to see videos like this, outdoor videos, on the Bennett Eli channel, right? And when I might do some like car videos or something, or in my house or something like that, kind of vlog mixed with what I'm doing now, just kind of talking with you, having a conversation. That will be on the Bennett Eli one. Christ First. I don't know what I'm doing with that channel. It might be clips of the podcast. It might be brand new videos, kind of like the ones before, but inside. Christ First will kind of stay the same way as it is. Bennett Eli, unedited. Put a comment down below. Are you going all in 2025? Just put all in 2025 in the comment section down below. No matter who you are, do that if you want to go all in. I'm really excited for what God has for 2025. It's going to be a great year. I was going to tell you guys that you could connect with me on, like, send me a DM or something, but no, you can't. Not anymore. The only way you can contact me is in the comments. I will try to respond to every single comment. Sometimes that's hard on shorts because there's just so many, but on the main videos, there usually aren't that many comments. So I reply to all of them. But you can message me in the comment section, or if you have like my number or something, that's done before. But you can message me there. I do not have Instagram anymore, so you can't just send me a message. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. God bless. Go bless God. Goodbye.